Today we're doing NFL season-long player props here on PrizePicks. Now, before I get started, there is a link in the description below of this video to sign up for PrizePicks. They will match 100% of your first deposit. There is also a Discord link in the description and a Patreon link in the description as well. For this video, I'm giving 5 total NFL season props that I like. And Patreon, I'm giving about 12. So go ahead and check that out. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not gambling advice. These are just plays that I'm personally looking at making. But again, these are super fun, you guys. NFL season-long props, this is honestly the first year I'm making NFL season-long props, and just as I've kind of gone through them and looked at them, I do think there's quite a bit of value here currently on PrizePicks. Obviously, the NFL season is starting very soon, matter of days from now. So not sure from the time of this video how long you're gonna have to make these plays, but nonetheless, 5 plays today. I never do 5 on a video. I only usually do 3 props, but I'm giving 5 player props that I like here. NFL season-long props. Let's not waste any time. We're just going to straight shoot this, get right into it. So the first one I like is going to be, I'm going to search these because it's a lot. I like Kirk Cousins, and I like his 4,200.5 pass yards. And then I love the over on this one. So last year, Kirk Cousins obviously blew this. He hit this, 4,221. The year before that, hit this. He's hit this all but 3 times in his career, I guess, in Minnesota. Right, first year 4,298, second year 3,603, where he missed 2 games. 2020 4,265, and then 4,221. But I like this here, and I think it's good value because Kirk Cousins' new head coach is Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell last season was the Los Angeles Rams offensive coordinator, Super Bowl champion offensive coordinator, and he turned Matt Stafford into an absolute animal. This is Matt Stafford's line from last season. 4,800 passing yards, 41 TDs, 17 interceptions, a 63.8 QBR. Matthew Stafford had a career season, always had the talent, but definitely put it all together last year with the Rams. And I definitely think Kirk Cousins can replicate that, if not all of it, but some of it, right? 4,200.5 passing yards for a player that has already hit this multiple times with the Minnesota Vikings with a run-first offense, now entering a pass, spread-the-ball type offense. I think Kirk Cousins has a bounce-back terrific season, and 4,200.5 pass yards to me is some great value here for Kirk Cousins. I'm taking the more or over on this one of 4,200.5. The next one is going to be a receptions play, and we're going to go to Michael Thomas, and I'm going to take his over 70.5. Now, I want a piece in some capacity, even in regular season-long fantasy, to this Saints offense. I think there's a ton of weapons in this offense. I think Michael Thomas being fully healthy, we're forgetting who Michael Thomas is, okay? So Michael Thomas in his career, 70.5 is the line. Look at this. He's yet to, besides this season, 2020, where he did play 7 games, right? He did play 7 games and had 40 catches. And, if he plays, obviously, if he plays the entire season, he goes well over what the line is currently at 70.5. So pretty much every season Michael Thomas has played, he's been on pace or has hit well over 70.5 receptions. You can see here, obviously, the reception single season record here at 149, 125, 104, and then his rookie season he had 92 catches. He has already grilled, according to multiple reports from camp, that he's built a great relationship with Jameis Winston here. 70.5 from Michael Thomas if he remains healthy. And again, with any of these season-long plays, if a player gets injured, what are you going to do, right? That's kind of, you can't think about that. I think when making these season-long player props, you just have to expect them playing, at most missing 1 or 2 games here. But I like Michael Thomas over 70.5 receptions. He's fully healthy, apparently, according to all reports from camp. Jameis Winston, very strong arm. I mean, Michael Thomas, he had the season, all-time season single season record for 149 catches. People call him Slant Boy, XYZ, but 149 catches for Michael Thomas with Drew Brees as his quarterback. Jameis Winston, obviously one of the stronger arms in the NFL. I love the over here, 7.5 receptions for Michael Thomas. I think it's great value here. The next play is going to be a receiving TDs. And we're going to go with Allen Lazard, 5.5. I love the over on this one. Again, I think great value here. Allen Lazard, right, for example, last season with Davante Adams on the team, had 8 touchdowns. He had 8 touchdowns last season, so that's well over the 5.5 prop here last season with Davante Adams as, opposite of him. Now, he is expected to be the wide receiver 1 in this offense. Definitely going to be interesting to see because now he's going to be getting, those number 1 CBs, the shutdown corners, are going to probably be on Allen Lazard here. But he had a strong amount of red zone targets last year, And at 8 touchdowns last year, 5.5 being the line with an upgraded target share. I mean, he's getting way more targets this season, in my opinion. Aaron Rodgers has already come out and said he doesn't trust, but he's frustrated with the young wide receivers, not talking about Allen Lazard. He's talked about his confidence in Allen Lazard in the past. 5.5 reception TDs for a player that had 8 last season. Obviously going to get a ton more red zone targets this year. I think it's great value. I'm taking the over on this one. The only question mark about Allen Lazard is that he is dealing with somewhat of an undisclosed injury. Right here you can see status for uncertain for week 1. Non-committal on if Lazard, who is missing time for undisclosed reasons. So just keep that in mind here. But I think if Allen Lazard plays 15, 16 games this year, 5.5 reception TDs is extreme value in my opinion. Right now I'm taking the over on this one. And mind you, all these plays I'm giving are overs, right? They're all more. I'm not going to give any unders, maybe on the Patreon plays, but for here, I'm doing all more or overs here on these PrizePicks season-long NFL plays. The next one is going to be a 300 pass yard games. And again, piece of that Saints offense, I'm taking Jameis Winston over 2.5. Jameis Winston obviously tore his ACL last year, did not play a full season, right? He played like 7 games. And in those 7 games, 6 games actually, I think it was 6 games. Obviously, Sean Payton was the head coach. And he didn't have over any 300 pass yards, right? Now, Dennis Allen's the coach, and Jameis Winston, the weapons that Jameis Winston has now compared to last year are such an upgrade, right? He's got a full healthy Michael Thomas, which he did not have last season. Fully healthy Michael Thomas is back, locked and loaded as the wide receiver 1. He's got Jarvis Landry, veteran, slot, whatever. We can play all over the field, multitude different positions. Jarvis Landry playing in that offense, and then rookie first-round pick Chris Olave. So 3 guys that I think are absolute upgrades in that offense. Jameis Winston, a new coach at Dennis Allen. Take a look at Jameis Winston's game log from when he threw 5,000 passing yards in 2019 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Right, so he needs 3 300-yard passing games to get the over on this. Right, this is 2019. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times. 11 300-yard passing games here, probably in a 16, 17 game season here. 11 times. So 2.5 is the line here. I think it's extreme value in my opinion. Obviously, it's been said, reports from camp, that Dennis Allen looking to spread the ball, looking to throw the ball a little bit more here in this offense. Obviously, Kamara is obviously still there as a weapon for Jameis Winston. So just a ton of weapons, ton of pass-catching weapons for Jameis Winston. I want a piece of this Saints offense. I already talked about that with Michael Thomas. I like Jameis Winston here over 2.5 300 passing yard games. I think it's a good play here. And then the last play is going to be I think this is a total receptions prop. And we are going to go with Kyle Pitts and over 68.5 receptions. There's no Calvin Ridley anymore in this offense. There's no Russell Gage. There is a Drake London. Kyle Pitts is going to get fed the ball. All right, he's going to get fed this season. Last season he had 68 receptions. So basically, PrizePicks at this current time is, setting the line at, Kyle Pitts replicating his production from last year by 1 more reception, right? And no Matt Ryan, so people are speculating that there's not improved quarterback play. But Marcus Mariota is very, very serviceable as a quarterback here. And I think Kyle Pitts absolutely feasts this year. He has 68 catches. 68.5 is the current line. Just makes no sense in my opinion. This line is set here. I like it, the value. Taking the over on this one. So these are the 5 total player props that I have on PrizePicks NFL season long. Kirk Cousins over 4,200.5 pass yards. Michael Thomas over 70.5 receptions. Allen Lazard over 5.5 reception TDs. Jameis Winston over 2.5 300 passing yard games. And Kyle Pitts over 68.5 receptions. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, not gambling advice, just plays I'm looking at making. This video, probably the longest video I've made on this channel, but I had to share all this info with you guys. 5 props. Check out Patreon link, Discord link, PrizePicks link, all in the description. Drop a like on this video, you guys. Let's all have a great NFL fantasy DFS prop betting season. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on this video, and let's have a good one.